Okay, we're back. Something went on my internet. My internet just like randomly went out. I don't know what that was about. It was out for like 5 minutes. I don't know, my internet goes randomly out sometimes in the middle of the night. I'm not sure what that is about. I'm not a fan, in particularly. Like, I'm not a fan of that, but you know, it's fine. Yeah, so we're gonna play Criminally Yours. Let's not waste time in case the internet goes out again. I have the game already pulled up. We're just gonna mute everything. I already have it. I already have it loaded up, so let's get started. I'm actually really excited because we're about to work together for an entire scene. Okay. The nerves begin to settle in. The skyline is gold orange with late afternoon light, but all I can see is my vision. That train tumbling from its track. Those twins laughing like the world's a joke only they're in on. I glance at Nick, finding myself needing his look of assurance that he so happily provides. For a moment, it feels like we're back in the office, right before doing our presentation. All of the nerves fall away because he's at my side. I wish so badly that I can't read, that we were there as ourselves. Are Nick and Tay the real us, or is it Oracle and Kronos? Do the masks hide our faces but show our true selves? Ready. As I'll ever be. I've watched clips of course, but never seen a fight in person. You're missing quite a show then. Thesis lets out a sigh of behind gritted teeth. He hates that man. You've watched clips of me? For training purposes, you're on the news a lot. Yeah, okay, Mr. Blushy Blush. This doesn't sell these for training purposes, but okay. I find myself smiling just a little bit as there's just a hint of a crack in his composure. Nick is glowering behind us. Red Line Station 87 comes into view. It looks peaceful. Fluffy! Fluffy! I don't know what she's doing. It looks peaceful. If I didn't know any better, it won't last. I'm the first to spot it. I cannot read today. I'm the first to spot it. There, car 11. I sprint forward. Kronos thinks is hot on my heels. The train is racing along the tracks uncontrollably. Kronos and I will handle the twins. Evacuate the civilians. They'll listen to you, Oracle. I nod. I can do that. The rail groans. The whole train surges forward unnaturally. Sparks shoot from under the track. In the blink of an eye, two muscular figures arise from the top of the train. One has a set of chains that crackle and snap with an icy chill, wrangling the train like a wild Mustang. The other holds twin batons in his hands. Both are completely suited up. Question, yes. What is your question? The only visual marker, their flaming auburn hair. Phobos and Deimos. It's the weapon. They've taken control and we're only minutes away from Central Station. Then we have to cut their control. Thesis, I say, locking eyes with him. You take Deimos, kill control of the train and get rid of the chains. I'll deal with Phobos. What about me? No, I don't think they die in this. It's a dating sim. I don't think these two die at all. It's a love triangle, I'm pretty sure. What about me? Kronos asks, sounding offended. You keep watch on both of them from the back. You can memorize their rhythm and you'll help us break it. I can do more than that. You need to do what I tell you. I meet his eyes firm. This isn't about proving yourself, it's about saving lives. For a second, he wants to push back, but he knows better too, though, and submits, nodding. Good boy. Copy that, Oracle. I take a heavy breath. The weight of the lives at stake sits heavy on my shoulders. Can I keep doing this forever? This type of danger, these sorts of missions? Girl, probably not. Your mom quit. Your mom retired because of this shit. Kronos doesn't know what he signed up for. He never had to consider the lives of the innocent people caught in the crossfire as a villain. He's never tasted the sting of failure. It means I have to keep fighting. It's becoming too much. Well, we're in the middle of a mission right now, so you have to keep fighting, babe. I don't know what we're doing. What were these questions? What were these questions? Exactly. However, those stakes pushed me to do better. The losses remind me that only I can help these people. No one else will step in to save the day. It's my duty as Oracle, as a hero. It's the life I've chosen, and to do any less would be cowardly. Look at Thesis for a moment. He knows the stakes too. I can see it in the way he carries himself. I watch as he launches himself up onto the train, grabbing the side and hoisting himself up. Strong guy. I follow quickly after, in a fluid movement. Kronos heads to one of the far back cars to keep a view on the whole battlefield. Enough. This ends now. Let me sip my water. He surges forward as Deimos strikes down with the heavy chain that Thesis dodges in time. He jumps this way and that, quicker than the heavy brute, as if he can sense his next move before he makes it. I have to tear my eyes away to focus on Phobos instead. I run forward, the wind whipping across my cheeks as the train rattles behind me. I can feel every bump on the tracks, and every jolt threatens to send me careening off the top of the train. But the pound of my feet keeps me steady. I grab his wrist, twisting it and trying to pin him behind him. He whacks my side with a baton and I crumble in pain. I grab the second strike before it can come down on me and pull him down. Tunnel. His voice rings in my ears and I glance up, seeing the tunnel rapidly approaching. Thesis! He looks just in time, ducking down. Deimos takes advantage of the distraction and kicks him down. He nearly falls off the edge of the car, grabbing the side just in time. I duck down, pressing my full weight on Phobos as he reaches for my neck. Ooh. I have to grasp at his hands as he cuts my air supply. Ooh, God, girly. The tunnel whips above us, and he forces my head upwards. I can feel the whisk of it above me as I roll over, carrying him with me. I'm dangling off the edge of the train. We're all dangling off the edge of the train right now at this point. The graffiti-lined tunnel walls whipping by me. Upside down, I feel Phobos trying to loosen my grip as I launch a hard kick in his face, which buys me some time. From my vantage point, I can see right into the train window. There's nobody in the carriage. I'm sure they evacuated as soon as they saw trouble, but I never heard the screams of panic and terror that accompany every attack by the twins. So the train is empty. Then what are we doing here? The roar of the train is loud, but something twists in my gut. There's no coffee cups or newspaper left behind that I would expect with the panic leaving. It's empty. I don't have time to dwell on the thought as we're thrust back into the harsh sunlight. My eyes take a moment to adjust, just in time to see Phobos launching himself at me, a baton cracking an inch away from my head. I pull myself up.
He's weak on his left side. He never defends it. His brother usually does it for him.
I can hear him through the earpiece and take his advice, striking hard just like I practice in all of my martial arts classes. Phobos crumbles over.
Defend your ear!
I whip my hand up just in time to block the punch.
You always forget that move.
Thanks, Kronos. He's right. I remember distinctly having lost hearing for a day or two after fighting another villain last year. I grab his wrist and knee between the legs, but he must be wearing good plating there, as it has no effect. I dodge just in time as he takes advantage of me losing my breath, when there's a flurry of movement behind him.
Miss me?
Phobos snarls and pushes him back. Kronos spins with him, landing on his feet as graceful as a cat. He pops up behind him, ducking another baton, retaliating with a firm kick to the back of Phobos' leg. Show off. Deimos surges, but Thesis intercepts him with a roundhouse kick that slams his own leg into solid metal. He doesn't so much as flinch. That armor must be reinforced with mesh material. I lean forward slightly, watching. Okay, admiring. They're both infuriatingly good. Thesis fights like a tactician. Efficient, deliberate, powerful. Every move calculated, every strike purposeful. Kronos fights like a storm. Unpredictable, improvisational, stylish. He taunts his opponents, tempts mistakes, makes art out of chaos. And I know they're both showing off. dare I say for me, something's wrong. Thesis is too preoccupied with the fight, but Kronos grabs Phobos' neck, with one hand holding him at arm's length. What do you mean? Something is off and I don't know what. This feels like a trap. I sock Phobos in the face as Kronos holds him out for me. Aw, that was sweet of him. For a moment, we fight side by side in perfect rhythm. He knows all of my strengths and weaknesses, and while he's always been an enigma, I fought him enough to know some of his tricks. I grab Phobos' baton, distracting him just long enough for Kronos to whip out his gun. He has a gun? Firing a net over top of him. Oh, okay. He's tangled up, and I throw both batons off the side of the train. Oh, now I'm getting sleepy. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a sign whip by. We're maybe a minute from the station. We need to end this thesis. Get to the lever. It'll stop the train. We both rush forward as I watch him. For a moment, it feels like he locks eyes with me before rushing forward like a linebacker, tackling Deimos to the ground. In a flash, the chain wraps around him and he cries out in pain, the icy cold chill filling the air. He did it on purpose. He's buying us time. Just as I'm about to make the leap to the next car, something grabs at my suit and yanks me back. Phobos has escaped the net, a knife in hand, and he jabs it at me. I scrap with him, blocking it at every chance I get. Kronos stops for a moment. I can't see his face, but I can feel the worry. Get to the lever, stop the train. The blade of the knife whips past my cheek. I feel the sting. Uh-oh. He's not gonna like that. I whip around, pulling Phobos with me as I watch. Thesis still has Deimos pinned, but barely, and looks up in horror when he realizes that he now has to rely on Kronos to do the right thing. There's an awful beat where the only sound is the roll of the train on the tracks. I can feel the heart beating in my chest. But I focus on Phobos. I trust him. He knows what's at stake. Kronos grabs the lever and pulls, the emergency brake triggering, and the train grinds to a screeching halt. I pin Phobos, tying him up this time, and Thesis makes short work of Deimos. Convenient, the brake is on the roof. He stands over Phobos, looking more than a little heroic. Catch all that, Oracle? I can hear the smirk in his voice. Yeah, I saw it. I'm out of breath as I look towards Central Station, only seconds away now. It's empty. It's been evacuated. Every step against the metal rings loud in the empty station. No TV cameras, no media, no police. Thesis grunts, looking up at me with a bound and gagged Deimos. We need to take them in. Get Olympus to secure us a ride back to headquarters. I know the procedure. Then what are you looking at me for? He seems like he's about to say something but thinks better of it. I feel rattled, on edge. I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop. I look around at the ceiling, as if quintuplets are about to descend on us. That's a weird thing to say, but okay. No need for transport, Oracle. I flinch when I hear my boss's voice as he walks up the train station. A few Olympus guards behind him. We'll take them in for you. Nice work on stopping the train. Kronos tilts his head, sizing him up for a moment. This your version of the trolley problem? It was good for Olympus to track you in action, see what you do, but put no lives at stake. This was a test? I feel the tightness rise in my throat. What about our lives? You more than handled yourselves. Are they working for Olympus? I point at the twins who are being carted off by the men in suits. Hardly, but you can trust Phobos and Deimos to do the wrong thing at the right time. I'm impressed with your progress. Keep it up. It's so casual, like he's giving me kudos on my last report in the office. Kronos and I share a glance. It's instinctual. I round on Thesis. Did you know? He's quiet for a moment. No. Are you sure? He stands to his full height, brushing ice crystals off his chest. Felt real enough to me. Be grateful that no civilians were in danger, and that Kronos proved himself handy for once. He pauses for a moment. Would have been nice to have a heads up. Mad that the bosses are keeping you in the dark. They had their reasons. Seems I'm not the only one who likes putting me on a show. I'm mad, I understand, I'm mad, I understand, I'm mad, I understand. Personally, I'm mad. But I understand. Of course they had their reasons. They wanted to test if Kronos would cooperate, if he would take the first chance he could get to go back to being a villain. They couldn't risk anyone in such a test. I can understand. Kronos is already laughing, brushing soot from his jacket like this was a minor inconvenience, and not the near-death disaster it felt like 2 minutes ago. Hi.
A victory's a victory. We should celebrate.
I removed my mask, realizing that since Olympus went this far, there were not going to be any media. I'd become incredibly sweaty. Oh, what other video did you watch? As I do, I noticed a thick line of blood on my hand, but the source was from my stinging cheek. Oh yeah, they did manage to get it hidden. It nicks me just a little. I can tell without looking it isn't anything in need of immediate attention. Nick moves first by my side in mere moments.
You're hurt.
He cares. His tone is a little playful, fading a voice of one of the heartthrobs in those teen romance movies I watched growing up. I shake my head, chuckling. It's nothing. Don't worry. I always manage to get a little injured on every mission.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Bro, I'm a hero. What do you want me to say? His tone is a little more serious this time. Uh-oh. Not fan being on the other side, huh? It comes with the territory. I'm sure you got a little banged up yourself.
I was hoping you'd patch me up later, actually.
Stop blushing at me. Stop blushing at me, sir. Like, I'm so sick and tired of you. I'm so tired of him. Like, what is this? Like, why? What's the damage? I ask, entertaining him, knowing full well it's nothing more than some bruises.
Wouldn't be more fun to find out firsthand?
Shut the boy, I think it was when the church part. Oh, what game was that? I think it was that other dating sim I was playing for like only an hour. What was it called? What was it called? It was the one where like the backgrounds look like little paintings, but I can't remember what it was called. I only played it once. He brings his hand up to my face, further inspecting my cheek, careful not to trace his thumb directly over it. It doesn't look too bad. It's a little sexy. Shut the fuck up. I have an irrational, or maybe perfectly rational fear that he'll lick it or something. Yeah, don't do that. I doubt it'll scar. I've got plenty of them as it is. Now it looks as if he'd like a first-hand inspection too. Remember the first time we met? He asks, his voice low, amused. I look at him sideways. The first time I met Kronos, I think I'd rather not. Hi! He chuckles, seeming to remember it fondly despite the fact that he'd staged potentially one of the most dangerous missions of my career. Luckily, it was just like the bomb threat, a ruse. Did you really do all that just for me? Bridge bombing, kidnappings, hospital burning? Hospital burning? Hold on, what? Okay. Did my headphones just die? Oh my god. Great. I hate it when they do that. I gotta remember to charge these. Oh my god. My hair got in it. Hold on. Gotta get my backup headphones. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we're back in it. I just need to... Okay, and we're back. Not as cute as my cat ear light up ones, but they'll do. Okay. The list went on. I knew the answer without asking, but I feel like I needed to hear it straight from the source. Of course, I mean, it's not like I hurt anyone, physically at least. I said it before, I've always had a reason. Maybe not a good one in your book, but a reason. There's a hint of shame. More so from me calling him out on it, than him feeling bad for the people who no doubt are traumatized. I can't help but laugh. That slips out, and it catches him off guard. I'm content leaving this behind us, knowing that the overall damage was small. He's done a decent amount for Oracle as a character, at least. Simultaneously, he induced fear while also strengthening people's faith in Oracle. I wonder if that was all part of his plan too. He gives me a small smile. He's not smiling in this, and he's not smiling right. He's not smiling at all, actually. He still looks pitiful. I'll place a finger on the crevice of his dimple, the right one, just below his brown eye. He can be so cute sometimes. For a complete and total maniac. One moment we're smiling and I forget where I am and how I got here. What are you doing? Fluffy! Oh, that was Silky. I'm sorry, Fluffy's staring at me. You wanna come up? Cool. You wanna come up? Nope, she said no. Okay, well that was rude. Why are you awake anyway? It's actually after my cat's bedtime. I'm surprised they're still awake. Silky, come here. What are you doing? Here she comes. Come on. No, you have to come up here if you're gonna come up. You gotta come up here. You gotta come up here. And you jumped on my lap anyway. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, ma'am? Hi, yo. Oh, there's your face. There's your face. There's your face. Okay, get on up there. Go on. Your butt's in my face. Your butt's in my face. There you go. Good girl. All right. Next, our little bubble we've made ourselves begins to pop. Oh, it's Thesis. Oh, not the music changing. Not the music changing. Kronos' posture stiffens. Ooh! He's got his angry shadow on his face, too. His smile fading as he turns to face him. It's like flipping a switch. The warmth drains out of him, replaced by something darker, colder, more familiar. Well, the other cat, she's laying on the floor. I don't know if she wants to come over. They don't like... Usually it's Fluffy here, not Silky, because Fluffy likes to sit here when I'm working. But she was here all day today, so I don't know if she's gonna want to come up when Silky's already over here. What's the problem now? Thesis doesn't flinch, his gaze calculating, unbothered. She's not your toy, you know. His voice flat, but an undeniable coldness to it too. You know, I don't want to tell the psycho boy who just became a hero yesterday that he's using his current girlfriend, me, as a toy. I feel like that's not a fight we want to have. I feel like that's not a hill we should personally die on in this current moment when he's already on edge from a fight. I don't understand what's happening. Kronos' eyes narrow. He steps forward, but it's controlled. Dangerous in the way he doesn't need to raise his voice to make his point. The tension thickens. His jaw tightens, his gaze sharpens into something almost predatory.
You're playing with fire.
Oh! And we got voices. But Thesis just crosses his arms unbothered. There's a moment of silence, the kind that fills up the space between them, heavy and charged. It's clear by the way Thesis is glaring at me that he thinks less of me right now. Oh! Boo the fuck who? Boo hoo, nipple piercings. I don't give a fuck. Judging me completely. I reach out to Kronos, putting a hand on his arm to ground him. Then Thesis addresses me, and the tension snaps. Oracle, don't be stupid. Don't fall for it again. Look. Look here. Let me be with my psycho ass man, okay? I already made my choice. I made my choice 2 chapters ago. My heart falls into my stomach. Yeah.
You've got a lot of nerve. You know that?
I don't want y'all fighting right now. You can stand there and think whatever you want of me, but don't try to talk down to her. She's a toy. She's not smart enough to make the right decisions. You're better than this, Nick. Shut up, thesis. You're better than this, Nick. Shut up, thesis. You're better than this, Nick. Shut up, thesis. Better than this? What are you trying to do? Shut up. Why are you provoking him? It's just the truth. I know he's not good with that, but still. My stomach swirls with heat. His condescending smirk and tone make it burn even hotter. Fuck off. Yes. Defend your man. You don't know a damn thing about us. I pull Nick to me, pulling with all my strength, knowing that killing him now would do more harm than good. Nick, let's go, okay? Ignore him. You're better than him. Okay, let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not lie to ourselves. I don't know if Nick is better than Thesis. I think Nick is funnier than Thesis. But Thesis at least has a clear head on his shoulders and not a psychopath. Nick is kind of psycho. Nick is a little bit of a psychopath. Let's just be real. Let's just be real here. I hear some murmur of hardly from Thesis, but I drown it out. Don't lose your chance to become a hero over this. Despite every muscle tensed in his body. Where are you going? Okay, bye. He does eventually, slowly, heed my words. I pull him in the opposite direction, trying to leave in any way possible. He never does. I spare a single glance, no glare, back Thesis' way. The tension hasn't gone away completely, but at least the immediate storm has passed, for now. I am old enough. Chapter 25. I think there's like, what, 30 chapters in those? We walk for a while, finding ourselves in a city park barred off to civilians. Past 8 o'clock. We're still maskless in our suits. Why? You're out in public. What kind of effery is that? The last thing we need is to be caught like this, though it's a little hard to care at this point. The tension feels like it's shedding off with every minute that passes. You can see the future. Tell me, am I in it? The answer comes easily. I do. I know you can't forget, but I will. I'll try. I want us to start over. My breath is stolen from me as he hooks my waist, pulling me into him. You can't be romantic, right? You cannot be romantic right now. What are we doing?
Can I kiss you? I really want to.
Now? Why can't we just go home? It's late. I want to go home, dude. I know she's gonna do anyway. I close the distance and he follows suit, not missing a beat. Our lips find each other at the same moment. I freeze for a second, the shock of it hitting me hard, but then it all crashes over me. The warmth of him, the softness of his lips, the relief I didn't know I was waiting for, or desperate for. I realized then how much I'd been starved of him. Oh, sweetie, I'm way older than you. His other hand moves from my waist up the tip of my back, to the back of my neck, pinching it gently. Pinching? Why? That's not a thing that you do. My heart hammers in my chest, each beat echoing in the silence between us. His hands are on my face now. A trembling urgency in the way he holds me. I didn't expect this, didn't know how much I needed this. Until I felt his touch, until I saw his eyes, dark with something I can't name.
I missed you so much.
The breathing is crazy. The breath before that line is a little crazy, sir. The breath before that is a little crazy. He says between our kisses, his breaths huskily. He breathes huskily, his voice thick, deep, and resonant. Instead of responding, I wrap my arms around him. Yeah. I wrap my arms around his neck, kissing him, seeking that bliss once again. His kiss finds its way to my scratched cheek, and its way down my neck. Did he kiss the wound? That's kind of gross. I jolt from the tingling sensation since from it before all but dissolving. Nick, he smacks against the skin of my collarbone. Aww. Can't I guess there? I just like that. Son of a bitch, he knows I like that. He does have perfect memory. Seriously, we can't do this now. Why not? We have no place to be, do we? Do you want to do something? Depends on what the something is. I was thinking karaoke. Wait, really? If you want, I like to go by myself a lot. Do you like karaoke? I dreamed of taking you on this kind of date eventually. I know you've got a set of pipes on you. You're used to singing for crowds. Oh, I like karaoke. It'll be fun. Your mom is 90. Wow. Do you have any siblings? Got to get out of these clothes first, though. I can meet you outside your place in an hour. I feel like you shouldn't. I feel like we shouldn't be apart. I feel like you should just come to my house, or something tells me someone's gonna come to my house within that hour. Sounds good. We part ways. Good for me, it's late enough that Mom's probably already in her room. I don't want to go as far as to sneak out, but I can if necessary. When I arrive, it's as though When I arrive, it's as I thought. She's asleep. The sounds of true crime documentaries playing on the screen. It isn't but another 30 minutes that I've had a much needed shower and start sifting through my closet. It is a date. Maybe I should get a little dressed up. I eventually find something that isn't too fancy, but nicer than my office attire and more comfortable than my Oracle getup. I managed to make it out of the house and in front of the building without any hang-up. You do have siblings? How many do you have? I stand a little awkwardly waiting for him. That's his freaking office attire. What is that? What is that? You wear that all the time in the office. You couldn't find a date outfit? Sir, what is... You could have put some jeans on. Like, goddamn. Alright. Whatever. Before too long, I see him dressed to the nines waving me down. I squint to see what he's holding. He gets one look at me and whistles loudly.
Ooh, you look.
He bites his lower lip looking for the right word.
Just wow.
Okay. And comes back with nothing, yet it's more flattering than any subsequent word he would have been. I noticed the strap of your watch is getting worn down, so I got you a new one. How do you... What? Well, I mean, okay, he's got perfect memory. I'm gonna let it go. Do you want me... I don't... Oh, it did not show your emoji. Hang on. Let me go on YouTube and see it. I was like, it did not show your emoji on my screen. I'm gonna look at it, though. I'm gonna look at it. Oh. You just put sad faces. Aw, why? Do you want me to take your suit to get dry cleaned? I have a private one sworn to secrecy. I don't want the sheep's out on that. That's really thoughtful. Thank you. It's nothing. If you need anything, let me know. He's always thinking about me. Nothing ever gets overlooked. To have someone there to take some of the load off was more than I could ask for. It was clear I was his and he was mine. Aww. Also, I got you this. It's not much but customary. He pulls out a single long-stemmed rose he'd hidden behind his back. Oh, he's being so cute. I take it, admiring the softness of the petals. You really went all out. I can't talk. You really went all out. Hardly. He gives me a soft, still nervous kiss, unsure if he's allowed. We made out in the park like a second ago. I think you're fine. He pulls away, grinning despite being completely red in the face. Aww, I love being able to kiss you for no reason. As I also scrunch my nose in real time. I scrunch my nose up at him, rubbing his lips with my thumb. Nothing I could do wipe that smile off his face, I'm sure. He holds his hands out and I take it easily. We find ourselves in the same strip as the high rise. Tonight there is a live music filling the streets. I played a couple times myself. The atmosphere was immediately comforting. We find ourselves at a little hole-in-the-wall karaoke bar I hadn't ever had the chance to go to myself. I glance over at Nick as we slip into a cozy booth in the dimly lit karaoke bar. It's one of those places where their neon signs buzz and the scent of cheap beer is everywhere. The crowd's a mix of bold and shy souls, some singing like they're in a stadium, others clutching their drinks like lifelines, just here for the atmosphere. I'm here for the former. It'll be nice to fully unwind for a bit. Nick's grinning, his excitement so obvious that it almost makes me laugh. I love seeing how he can be so genuinely himself, so unapologetically Nick, in the best and worst cases. You want me to get you a drink? Maybe what I got you last time? Is that like a friendship emoji? That's cute. Just a water. I mean, if we're singing, we should probably only drink water, or do we want like a drink? I don't know. I know if we get a drink, we're probably gonna end up having sex with this man. So, yes, please. Minus might help us take the edge off. He retrieves my Cosmopolitan from the bar moments later, handing it to me. Okay, Batty! It's my friend! Hey, funny meeting you here. I turn to see my bandmate Isla. I stand to greet her with a hug. Hey, how are you? Never better, you? I'm doing good. I'm on a date. You remember Nick? I'm familiar. Nick takes her hand, holding it as if she'd suddenly gone radioactive. Why is he acting so weird? I'm surprised to see you two together. I look between them two, as Nick does everything short of sneering at her. I can't tell exactly what he's thinking, but it's clear he's uncomfortable. Nothing to be surprised about. Of course we end up together. Isla only smiles knowingly. That's nice. Have fun, you two. Oh, and Tay, say hi to Whitney for me. Huh? Before I could so much think to ask her to elaborate, though, she's gone. Nick turns to me wide-eyed. How do you know her? She's part of my band. You don't know that? I never really noticed, honestly. How does he not notice that? There's only 4 of us. She's a villain. I've done work with her before. I start to look around, not sure how to process that. She's never done anything to you, has she? I shake my head. Not at all. She's been really nice to me. She's the one that told me you'd been to the high rise to watch me perform. He clicks his tongue as if something else had been revealed. How come I never saw you before that night? I wasn't really there, but I watched, yeah. I have cameras. Look, I'll remove them. It was nothing weird. Just wanted to watch you without showing up at the bar and risk you finding out. It seems, as he explains, he realizes how strange it is. I'll remove them. He repeats. I chuckle despite everything. Oh my god, this dude's whipped. Please do. Just come and watch me normally. He nods shamefully. I can tell he's silently cursing Isla. Say hi to Whitney. They know each other too? No, Tay, don't worry about it. You're supposed to be relaxing right now. Where were we?
Want to sing with me?
Do you know how to sing, Nikolaus? Do you know how to do that? Are you a singer? Are we secretly a singer and you just haven't said anything? My glasses are like getting really smudgy. Okay. Okay, good. I can see. Anyway, I do want to sing with you, Nicolaus. Yes. Sure. Excitement bubbles in my chest. We stand on stage together for a while. I try not to laugh as Nick scrolls the song options. He's already got a mischievous grin on his face, and I know he's looking for something that'll be fun. A true showstopper. I don't think you're ready for this. He prods, looking at me over the top of his phone. Ready for what? I raise an eyebrow, my voice full of laughter. Oh, are you sleepy? Nick just smirks and hits a button on the screen. The second I hear the song, I drop my head, almost cackling, remembering when we sung it during one office party. We'd both been up a long time. We were practically drunk on delirium then. I swear I might never live this down, I say, half laughing. He holds up the mic, gesturing to me. We're gonna kill it. I glance around the room. There's only a few people, but it feels like the whole place is watching now. It's nothing compared to the crowd that's accumulated at the high riser outside, though. I grab the second mic from the stand, and we both start into the song. His voice is low, smooth, and makes me grin, like it always does. Did everything about him have to be so pretty? Who allowed that? I don't know, girl. He has an 8-pack. I think he can do whatever the hell he wants. He can be whoever he wants to be. The moment I hear his voice harmonizing with mine, it all clicks. It's just us here. I'm suddenly caught in the magic of it. I start to sing the next line a little louder, leaning into it, my voice ringing out more confidently now. I'm not thinking about how good this should be. I'm thinking about even in this tiny karaoke room, it feels like we're in our own little world. Aww. I look at him while we're singing, and there's this look in his eyes like he's completely in the moment, just enjoying being with me. The chorus comes up and we both belt it out together, coordinated far too well, but I can't help but laugh at his goofy expressions, at the way he winks, makes eyes, and grabs my hand, leading me all across the stage. Oh, I would hate this, because I'm so shy. When the song ends, we look at each other with wide grins. I'm breathless, but it's not just from singing. I feel like a piece of me had returned, like this is exactly the kind of thing I'd been waiting for. I think we killed it, Nick says to me after dropping his mic away from him. Stage fright my ass. He holds out his hand to show me, palm facing the floor. I'm shaking right now, that wasn't a lie. That friend of yours, the mascot you were talking about, was that really you? It seems he's getting used to unraveling the parts he's hidden away all this time. You got me. Yeah, I felt like I could really be myself behind a mask. I guess some things don't change. Well, you didn't perform with a mask this time. He nods, as if to say, you're right as always. Now, get back to your seat, I'm not done yet. Wait, what? He gestures me off the stage, grinning. I do as he says, finding my seat.
Alright. Hold on. Let's slow it down a bit.
This boy better not sing no ballad to me, I swear to God. He says into the mic, out of breath but still smirking. I raise an eyebrow, curious, but he doesn't give me a chance to ask. Why are his close-ups so awful? I don't like them. His close-up shots are not good. He looks like a mannequin come to life trying to eat my soul. Okay? I don't understand. As the first notes play, I recognize the song as well. My heart skips a beat. Nick looks at me, and the playful smile fades into something softer, more tender. The lights do much the same. How do you plan this? When? It'll probably not be answered anytime soon. The spotlight shifts around him, and for a moment it feels like we're the only two in the room. His voice takes on a new warmth, a rawness I heard only a few times before. He sings with such depth, his eyes locked on mine, every word meant just for me. He sings, his voice trembling slightly on the high notes, and I can feel the weight of his words. A lump forms in my throat. I blink quickly, trying to keep the tears at bay. Are we really about to cry for this man singing to us? This moment feels surreal, like some kind of dream. Nick's voice weaves through the room. The playful, confident guy on stage just a moment ago has transformed into someone I can't quite put into words. I don't know when I'm starting to smiling, but I know it hasn't left my face since he started. When the song ends, I'm breathless and my chest is full. Thank God, this close-up is horrendous. I needed that off my screen. Jesus. I don't know what these close-ups of him are. He looks so good. Like, he looks so good here. Why couldn't we just take that and then zoom in? I don't understand. I think that's one of the reasons why this game lost a couple points on me. I was like, why is the hot guy's close-ups not great? The room fills with applause again, but it's quieter now, as if everyone can sense the intimacy between us. Oh yeah, they gon' do the duty when they get home. I can already feel it. He steps down from the stage, and I'm already standing, moving toward him without thinking. Before I can say anything, he pulls me into a hug, his arms wrapped around me, and I bury my face in his chest. Am I crying? Letting the moment wash over me. Am I crying? Nick leans down, brushing his lips across mine in a kiss that feels like it's full of promises, full of everything we've shared and everything still to come. The night doesn't have to end here, does it? Nikolaus. What do you have in mind? Oh, okay. Do you like dancing? I want to take you dancing too. Maybe another time. It's getting late. Oh, look at his sad little face. Oh, he's clearly disappointed, but is gentlemanly enough to not say so, instead offering his hand so he can walk me home. The night ends soon after that, and we find ourselves back on the empty streets, bumping into each other as we talk about everything and nothing at all. A couple words are exchanged, as well as a sweet kiss on the doorsteps to my apartment complex before he leaves, like something out of a movie. Yeah, surprised he didn't go back with him. The morning is uneventful, standard, but made easier to stomach due to the wonderful date I had last night. I don't have a perfect memory, but I know I won't be able to forget it as long as I live. Breakfast is made before the sun is even fully up. My morning goes by as usual. Oh, I forgot to tell you. When I was cleaning out the attic, I found a box of old videotapes. That's good. I answered, barely paying attention. Remember that musical you were in? That doesn't really narrow it down. I always forget the name, but it's your first one. When you were like in the 7th grade, or you were 14. Ugh, I can never remember. Cool. You were so cute, so talented. You used to be so sweet and attentive. Were? I asked, cocking an eyebrow at her. Thanks, Mom. Nick's name lights up on my phone just as I'm closing the fridge. I swipe to answer before the screen disappears. Good morning. Good morning. I reply shyly, pretending my stomach doesn't twist every time I hear his voice. Especially in combination with that image I have to fight to recall. Hey, so, there's this play downtown. Thought you might like to join me if you aren't too busy. His nervous smile is audible through the line. What kind of play? It's a musical. The show's supposed to start about noon. Is that too late notice? I already bought tickets, but you don't have to go. I glance over my shoulder toward the living room. Mom's curled up on the couch, watching some show where it's more yelling than actual discussion now. I can go. I say a bit quickly, suddenly incredibly aware of every minor shift in posture. We speak for a little before I hang up the phone. Now a ball of nervous energy, but also exhilaration. I have a mission now. Super observant mothers to avoid. I manage to make it to the front door and slip on my shoes, slipping when Mom pokes her head around the corner. You going out? Yeah, just a thing with a friend. I avoid eye contact. It's weak and unconvincing. It might have worked when I was 16. With who? She asks too casually. My fingers freeze on the doorknob. Nick. I curse myself for not even thinking to say Kronos. I'm caught, I know it. I straighten, preparing myself for the discourse that's no doubt coming. We're just going to see a play. Honestly, I don't know how this is supposed to make me feel any better. She steps closer, crossing her arms. Is this part of the mission? Or... Mom, I love you, but I don't need a parental committee for every decision I make. You can trust me. Okay, bitch. I find enough bravery myself to meet her eyes. She softens, but there's still that line of worry between her brows. I do trust you. It's him I'm not sure about. He's different, I say. And maybe it's not what she wants to hear. Not a lot to inspire confidence, but it's true if nothing else. Her lips press together. She nods, not convinced, but letting it go. Maybe bringing him to dinner one night. I mean, if he's serious about you. She's not even trying to mask her tone. And me, being her child, am not one to back down from a challenge. I just might. I'm out the door before she can retort in any fashion. Good call. The theater is warm. Oh. Now I'm getting sleepy. Like, literally, I started playing this because I wasn't tired. The theater is warm and ornate. All gold trim and plush red seats. It's a little fancier than the play I was expecting. It's more akin to an opera house, but he keeps reassuring me it isn't an opera we're seeing this time. There's something wonderful in that. He always sees a future with us, even when things are uncertain. He never wavers from that. It makes me want to believe it too. We settled in just as the lights dimmed. The show was surprisingly good, funny, dramatic, full of men yearning. A trope utilized so well here, it needs to really make a comeback. About halfway through the second act, I glanced sideways and realized Nick wasn't just watching. He was enthralled by it. His jaw was tight, his hands clenched on his knees. I didn't ask in some ways I already knew, so instead of prompting him, I just brushed my fingers against his. He curled his pinky around mine, a covert thank you in the dark. As the curtain fell, and applause echoed throughout the theater, he stayed seated, staring ahead for a little longer than necessary. You okay? I asked softly. He nodded once. It was a beautiful show. It just brought up some stuff. And that is the power of theater, everyone. Case closed. Roll credits. Good stuff. He exhales. I can tell he was forcing himself to dig up something that would have much preferred to stay buried. I felt guilty, but equally pleased to continue to do so. It's bittersweet. I used to go to the show a lot with my folks. Aww. His parents. He never talks about them. When he does, it's always in passing. I realize I don't know a thing about them. I squeezed his hand, as if to say I get it, even though I knew good and well there was much I didn't know still. His smiles faintly, eyes glassy. Thanks for coming. Really.
It might sound cheesy, but you really did make my dream come true just now.
Aww. I give him a small smile, making a move to kiss him when my watch flashes the oracle call symbol. Motherfucker. Wonderful. I can feel that's the same amount of annoyance from him as well. It reads, immediate deployment. Coordinates and brief incoming. Nick groans, head tipping back. I can hardly hear it under his breath. Something along the lines of hate, hero, and bullshit. They wouldn't call us unless it mattered. I'm already reaching into my bag for my suit. This is why we were meant to have them on our person at all times. I lean in, kissing his cheek. At least we got to finish the show first. He nods reluctantly. After that, we're suited up in some back alley as more details foul into not too long after. Mission alert. 2-person investigation on the potential whereabouts of villain, Eris. He tosses his jacket on, thinking for a moment. Eris? I don't know anyone by that name. Must be new. That put me at ease a little. Just a small fry, like a cat stuck in a tree, a teenager caught vandalizing, hell, even removing some naked guy from a vent. If that was the last one, I was going to cash in all my goodwill with Nick for him to do it instead. Then it occurs to me, are they really sending me to do some sidekick grunt work? It had to be another one of their bullshit tests. Man, fuck this. Let Thesis or some other hero up Olympus Trojan horse-sized asshole go and do it instead. Forget the mission. I tell him, and I am a little satisfied by his jolt of surprise. Forget the mission. He heads back to me amused. They can just get Thesis to investigate. It's probably another fake anyway. They're just trying to waste our time. I stand, stretch, feel my joints pop. He stares at me like I've grown a second head all of a sudden. You serious? I nod, already walking opposite of where we were meant to go. Dead. I walk for a while. Chronos following me before I find some refuge in the abandoned warehouse. Not sure what I want to do. I just know I don't want to go home. I don't want to go to Nick's place either, since now Thesis knows where that is. Inside, the warehouse smells like rust, motor oil, and rain-soaked concrete. Empty crates are stacked in corners, and strands of sunlight manage to penetrate the cloudy sky heavy with the oncoming rain. The thunder rumbles throughout the entire space, the empty space. I take a seat on one of the nearby crates. Chronos follows, slower this time. You okay? That simple phrase was the tipping point for me. No! I'm tired of the grind and pretending every mission matters. I've done everything I was ever asked to do, and more, but for what? He doesn't answer right away. Just walks over, stands between my knees, and cups my face in his hands. Then don't. He says quietly, like it's the simplest thing in the world, and maybe it is. Maybe it always was. Something inside me exhales, like the breath I've been holding since I first put on the damn mask 10 years ago. I lean into him. Please don't tell me we're about to fuck in an empty warehouse that's gross and disgusting on a crate. Please don't tell me we're about to do that. Please don't tell me we're about to do that. Because I personally cannot. Like, no. That's so gross. It's tacky. It's tacky. That's not even comfortable. Fluffy. Fluffy. I don't know what she's doing. The kiss starts soft. Careful. But it doesn't stay that way. He's warm, grounding, and real, unlike everything else lately. His lips part against mine. I pull him closer. My hands slide behind his jacket, fingers brushing the familiar lines of his waist. The armor under his clothes is light, flexible, designed to bend with his body. Sir, guys, you better not in this empty-ass warehouse, because then someone's gonna find you. In fact, actually, no. I think Thesis is gonna find them and be like, what the fuck are y'all doing? We're supposed to be on a mission. And then he's gonna blame Nick for this, when it's actually my fault. Lord have mercy. Okay. Chronos grips my hips like he's afraid I'll stop him. Smells from the corner behind my jaw, the hollow beneath my ear. We've kissed before, but this feels different from those times. It feels desperate, like we're clinging to each other as the world fades away below us. Like we're seeking certainty where none can be found. Meth catches as he bounces my neck. You know, I feel that too. I'm also sensitive on my neck. I get it. I get it. You sure? No! Do not do this in this warehouse. I swear to God. No longer asking about ditching the mission, but about something else? He murmurs, sounding lost in himself, voice rough. I answer by tugging him forward. Bitch, I swear to God. Like, I don't want to think right now. I just want you. Don't take offense, but you really put my mask back on? Girl. He quirks an eyebrow. I guess it just wasn't my fantasy. You mean in our suits? He nods slowly, revealing something he's long kept hidden under wraps. It puts a whole new spin on all of our encounters as Oracle and Chronos before now. Swallowing deeply, I'm close enough that I can see his Adam's apple bobbing in his throat. You. Jesus Christ. He places the mask back on, chuckling warm and metallic, and places a large hand against my waist. It isn't unpleasant, his thumb gliding across the material of my suit. Oh, okay. Y'all are cute. We're in a warehouse, and that's disgusting. Where, like, are you on a crate? Like, what are we doing right now? Like, are we on a crate? Are we on a, what? Where are we? Where is my body, sir? We lose ourselves in the dark and the pleasure of the other. We both lay there for a moment. I shift, propping himself up on my elbows. His head is bowed. I feel like they have y'all's location. I feel like there's trackers in y'all's suits or something. Then he looks up slowly. Despite the mask, I can feel his shit-eating grin. Somewhere in the distance, our comms crackle. Dispatch asking for updates. Someone else reporting movement across the river. We ignore it. His hair falls forward in loose strands, brushing my cheek as he looks down at me like I'm something sacred. Something breakable. He sheds the mask, kisses me again. Slower this time, and I feel the whole day start to unravel. I let it. Let the mission burn. Let the world rot. For once, I choose something selfish. For once, I choose him. And it feels like the only real thing I've done in a long, long time. I feel like it's gonna bite us in the butt later. The world is my oyster. I'm lying on my back, just playing back the time we spent together, how everything was just fine. Oracle was able to skip, and it made no difference. I wonder how many times I could have done that before. At least Nick was able to coax me out of it for once. He was able to take all my stress away. I hummed to myself, playing it back. I envy Nick a little for being able to do that so effortlessly. What I would give to relive that. I'm stripped down to my pajamas, having tossed my clothes into the laundry basket and pulled the blankets under my chin, hoping sleep will come easily tonight. But it doesn't. I toss and turn in bed, staring at the ceiling, listening to the creak of the house settling. I can't stop thinking about seeing him. When is it too soon to move in together? I cover my eyes and kick my feet. Tay, relax. I try to tell myself, but I'm growing so attached. A soft sound pierces the silence. Clink, my heart skips. When it's followed by another clink, then a faint tap against the window, my body goes tense with instinct, then with excitement. He's such a romantic. I can't even be annoyed at him for giving in so easily. If he wasn't going to, I was on a fast track too. This was too cute. I sit up in bed, staring across the room at the window. A few more rocks hit the glass. I slip out of bed. My heart speeds up, and my hands reach for the curtains, looking for him. Expecting him to hold some radio over his head to ask me to let down my hair and let him into my room for a late night rendezvous. As I peer down into the darkness, I see nothing but shadows. Where'd he go? I grab the window handle, pulling it open. The cold night air hits me, sharp and biting. He's probably on your balcony. I reach for one of the rocks, careful as I pick it up. It's small, jagged. My fingers brush over the rough surface. Then my vision suddenly blurs. The last thing I feel is a dizzying rush of vertigo, then everything goes black. Oh. Well, that's not good. I wake with a jolt. My limbs are stiff. When I try to move, a dull ache pulses through my entire body, mixed with the cold metal biting into my wrists and ankles. Panic flares as I try to move, but the restraints around me are unyielding, tugging at my skin, no doubt leaving marks. The ache in my head pulses, and the world comes into focus in slow, blurry waves. Where am I? The last thing I remember is the rock and then nothing. My mind's foggy, my stomach churns, but I can't focus. Someone must have taken me. I try to move again, but my body's sluggish. My mind doesn't seem to want to catch up with the situation. In a warehouse again? The air smells stale, like a place that's been long forgotten. The dim light above flickers intermittently, casting long shadows on the concrete floor. I squint, trying to make sense of the shapes around me. My breath comes out in quick, shallow gasps. I try to piece together how I ended up here. Then, my heart jumps into my throat at the door creaking open. It's a woman-like figure that steps into the room, tall and cloaked in darkness. I don't see her face well, but I have a suspicion. I trace the recesses of my memory, looking for something, anything. Nick had gone home. I was in my bedroom when I heard rocks being thrown, then that was it. Instead of Nick, it was... The threat Nick and I saw comes to my mind. It was no threat, it was a promise, it was Eris. My stomach continues to sink as the reality sets in. Her eyes glint with cold disposition as she watches me stir. A smirk curls onto her lips, something twisted, almost predatory about it. She doesn't speak immediately, just watches me struggle against the chains that hold me down, savoring in my weakness. She must have drugged me. Fuck. Did you think he'd be able to protect you forever? I swallow hard, the lump in my throat almost suffocating me. I want to answer, but my mouth feels dry, my voice incapable of anything above a whisper. Eris cuts me off despite ever uttering a word, her laughter low and cruel. Do you know what he did? Of course you don't, there's too much. And yet, Olympus welcomes him in open arms. They don't care what he's done. I bet he barely got a slap on the wrist. He killed, no, slaughtered my boyfriend, my everything. And now he's going to find out just how that feels. Nothing personal, Oracle. I try to shake my head and my body won't cooperate. His name was Carver. Remember him? Kronos tortured him for 3 days because of you, before he gutted him like a fish. He even made a show of it. He's a monster. It was probably true, but it wasn't like Carver was much of a saint himself. His name was Carver for a reason. I wondered if Eris knew that Carver threatened to torture me, to use me up until I'd lost all sensation in my body. I wondered if that even mattered at this point. Knowing Nick, he knew good and well that what Carver was willing to do if he ever managed to beat me. I didn't spare him even slightly. But it seemed Eris was going to follow suit. She steps closer, her heels clicking against this concrete floor, each step slow and deliberate. She leans down, her face inches from mine, her breath cold against my skin. My vision blurs at the edges, and my chest tightens. I can't focus. Not now. Not when she's so close. She drives a knife into my thigh. I choke back a scream, enduring as best as I can. The pain is enough to make me hurl on its own. She leaves it there before twisting it. Oh God! Twisting it once to hear me scream properly. There's more where that came from. A sound from the doorway interrupts her words, a crash, then a blur of motion. I feel a spark of hope ignite in me. Kronos, Nick, please. I don't think that's Kronos. I bet you that's Thesis. Eris's eyes widen in fury. She whips around, pulling out another knife. No, you don't get to ruin everything again. Oh, it is him. Kronos steps into the room, his presence hanging over us both like a dark cloud. His eyes lock onto mine, and for just a second, everything feels like it's going to be okay. But the moment passes, fear and uncertainty takes its place when his attention shifts to Eris.
Let her go.
His voice is cold and final. It's clear he won't be asking again. Eris's laugh is harsh, bitter. You really think I'm going to just hand her over to you? You think you can even stop me? Kronos' eyes darken. I've seen this before. The dangerous side of him that still hasn't fully gone away. But right now, it's the only thing that might save me. He doesn't say anything, closing the distance slowly. Eris's face becomes determined. She's going to fight. She raises her hands, energy crackling under her fingertips. I'm gonna make you watch, you son of a bitch. She unleashes a surge of vibrancy toward him. But Kronos is faster. The air shimmers as he deflects it. Something in his suit seems to be capable of that. The collision of that energy sends shockwaves through the room. I feel the ground tremble beneath me. The wall shaking as Eris's energy clashes with the wall that is Kronos. My mind is reeling. I want to help, but I'm powerless. All I can do is watch as they fight, and my chest tightens with every passing second. The two of them move like shadows, faster than I could follow. Eris keeps attacking, her energy slicing through the air with precision. Kronos counters, deflecting and redirecting each strike with growing intensity. And then in a heartbeat, everything changes. Eris lunges, her body moving like a blur, her hands glowing. She aims directly for Kronos, a final devastating blow, but before she can strike, he's already in front of her. With a single swift motion, he grabs her wrist, his grip fastening around it. The power crackles around them both for a moment, but Kronos doesn't let go. There's a brief moment of stillness, like the world itself is holding its breath. Then, in an instant, Kronos wraps his arm around Eris's neck. She struggles, breathing in his grasp, clearly panicked. She makes a weak sound, choking. I can barely keep my eyes open. I shut them, gritting my teeth. Then I hear it. A sickening ooh. I hear a knife clatter to the ground. Then shortly after the familiar squelch of stabbing, as he drives her knife into her over and over again. It's a blood-curdling sound. Possibly the worst sound I've ever heard. Yeah, I scream to mask even when it's painful to do so. I open my eyes looking at him, still screaming. Kronos breathes heavily. He's covered in her blood and entrails, his chest rising and falling with exertion. For a moment, he waits there kneeling, before releasing her lifeless body to a crumple on the floor. Oracle. He steps forward, his voice as soft as he can manage, but strained. Are you okay? I want to say something, but the words stick in my throat, scratching from screams before. I nod weakly, my heart still galloping, still trying to make sense of what just happened. He did it. He saved me. A yell breaks the fragile silence.
No!
I turn toward the door, my pulse quickening. No, not now. His eyes are wild with disbelief, his jaw clenched tight. He steps into the room, his gaze flicking from Eris' unconscious, no, never to be conscious again, from Kronos, and then to me. The look in his eyes is complex with the anger. That's clear as day.
You killed her.
He doesn't ask, his voice shaking with a mix of frustration and disbelief.
Of course you killed her.
Kronos' gaze hardens. Damn right I did. She was gonna kill Oracle. Theseus' fist clenched at his sides, trying to stop shaking, but to no success.
There's always a choice. You don't get to decide who lives and who dies. That's not what we do. That wasn't your call to make. You just couldn't help yourself.
I feel my heart clench as Kronos takes a step toward him, his eyes unwavering. We're leaving. If I hadn't been here, Oracle would be dead, and you'd have been too late. I saved them. The tension in the room is suffocating. I can feel it in my bones. Theseus is struggling to keep it together, to understand. He looks at me, shaking his head. Look at me. I did it. Don't blame Oracle. Or you can join Eris. He cocks his head to her corpse. The two glare at each other. It's a matter of time before the bloodbath begins again. I can't take it anymore. Kronos, get me out of here. I call for him, begging to avoid more bloodshed. Thankfully, he manages to abandon Theseus in favor of me and gets me out of my restraints without too much trouble. Theseus watches us, looking unsure of what to do. Get us out of here. I tell him again, hoping he'll listen. Before he can, Theseus takes a step forward, his voice intrusive. I'm not gonna let you just walk away, you son of a bitch. Kronos doesn't answer. Instead, he takes a deep breath, his eyes meeting mine. And in that look, I see everything before us. The weight of the decision he just made, the burden of his past, and the fear of losing me. Before Theseus can say another word, Kronos pulls me close. Don't follow if you know what's good for you. He says in warning, granting him one last chance to get out while he still can, to avoid making a grave mistake. Kronos wraps his arm around me and under me, carrying me out. Theseus somehow uncourageably doesn't follow us. I imagine, once we fled into the night, he decided to call for backup to report on what happened. To tell the world they'd lost Oracle to Kronos for good. Standing on the edge of a rooftop, the city sprawled out before me, before us. We continue to wear the weight of everything that's happened in the last couple weeks. I used to be Oracle, the Golden One, the People's Champion, etc. We've all heard the stories. The people of New Lysha trusted me to keep them safe. The city that once cheered for me now whispers my name with contempt. Now I'm just someone on the run. From an outsider looking in, I'm sure they saw me as a coward, a traitor, someone who just wanted to escape all responsibility. And maybe they were right to an extent, but it didn't matter to me. I was free. However I got here, whatever led me here, I wasn't some unwilling bystander. I knew what I wanted. I wanted out. I wanted Nick. Kronos stands beside me, his presence like a constant, unshakable shadow. He's sort of back to the villain he used to be, more than he ever was. But more than any of that, he's mine. And I'm his. The people, Thesis, my own mother, thinks I betrayed them, that I'd been swept. Oh, is this the end? Holy shit! By Kronos as his willing prisoner. But what they don't know is that I never stopped loving him, even after everything. I never stopped. That couldn't be so wrong, to love someone unconditionally to the darkest corners of their heart and choose to stay. I don't know what kind of future we're building, but I know it's with him. My phone continues to flood with messages from Thesis, telling me it's not too late, that we can stop Kronos. My mother just wants to see me again. I don't think he's ever going to stop coming for us. I say quietly, breaking the silence between us. My voice sounds strange in my ears, distant. Not like me at all. Not like the old me, at least. Kronos' eyes are dark, staring out over the city. He's not looking at me, but felt the weight of his gaze.
I told him not to.
He replies, voice low, controlled and certain. His hand brushes against mine, though he doesn't grab it. Even still, I feel the familiar electric pull that's been there from the start. The connection that runs deeper than logic, than reason, than even morality. I should have known it would end this way. Should have known that no matter how hard I tried to break free, I would always have to be drawn back to him. What are you thinking about? I was looking out over the horizon, the glittering blue and purple hue and city lights dancing below us for us. When he doesn't answer, I check his expression. I feel like I can read it less and less with each passing day.
Too much.
I sense a tone of longing. He does this a lot now, stare off for a long time, like he's daydreaming. Of what? I don't know exactly, yet a part of me does. Where do we go now? I ask him, hoping he'll choose not to give me a short response. I watch Kronos as he holds my hand, absently tracing the engagement ring he'd given me the night we started running with his fingers.
Wherever you want.
Aww. The world has already decided who we are now, and there is no going back. If we wanted to belong, we had to make it so. We're criminals. We became a criminal. Holy fucking shit. Alright. There will never be a place for people like that. Kronos doesn't care about the rest of the world's gutsman. He'd steal the breath of anyone who cursed my name. And soon enough, I won't care either. I have to remember what led me here. How Olympus treated me despite all the work I'd done for them. How my mother dedicated her life to them and ended up living with me in pain day in and day out. No statues of glory, just a few pats in the back. She was a fool to go back to them, to believe that they ever had our interest in mind. If we wanted something, we had to take it for ourselves. It was clear the powers that had never truly been on our side. Only Kronos has ever been on my side. No matter who I was or what I chose, he was there for me. Without lecture, without judgment, without asking.
I hope you're not scared.
He says softly, his voice low, unsteady. I shake my head. No, I know I'll be safe with him. I know if I keep moving, no one can catch up with us.
I won't let anyone hurt you. Not ever.
It's a promise, one I know he'll keep as long as he lives. He looks at me. It's clear I'm everything he's ever wanted. In the end, it's clear. The life I've chosen has already been set in motion. Only we can fix what's been broken. Make sense of the cards we've been dealt. No one will ever understand that. They'll take the easy way out. They will work within their confines and live a shallow life as a result. It's a world of fools who see what we have and scoff. Little do they know, they are all rats in a cage. I hold out my hand and let my phone tumble down into the city below us. After I watch it drop and shatter, I turn away from the city and follow him, my heart pounding with newfound determination. Let's go. I don't know where we'll go, but it doesn't really matter anymore. With him, it's a home. Kronos. My Kronos wasn't the person I thought he'd be. And neither am I. Holy shit. That's ending 1. So there's multiple endings based on my choices, I'm assuming. This was so good. Oh, you're welcome. And the fact that we had the creator of the game in the stream last stream was so cool. Oh, that was so good. Of course, my rating has not changed. Still 8.5 out of 10. Still 8.5 out of 10. So good. That's the first one we completed, I think. No, we completed, no, we got killed in the creepypasta one, actually. I don't know if we completed it. We just died. we just died in that one. Oh my god. Okay. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. So definitely go play Criminally Yours. It is free on HBO.com. I love that game. See if y'all can get different endings. I might replay it again to see if I can get a different ending. Oh my god. I just loved it so much. I really enjoyed that. I didn't know we were gonna come villains at the end. I didn't fully like get into the love triangle with that ending. And I think if you buy the game, because that's the free version, you can get other characters. Yes, that was so fun. We became a villain. I like that little twist. He became a villain because he killed for us. That's crazy. I love that. Great story. Honestly, I think Nick looks great. Thesis is more of like my type, like just in general, but Nick, I don't know, maybe I like crazy dudes. I don't know what that says about me. Yeah. I loved it. That was a great game. Definitely would play it again, honestly. But that is all for today. Thank y'all so much for joining. Please follow me here on Instagram and TikTok. And I will see you guys another time. Maybe tomorrow. We've been streaming a lot this week, actually. Maybe tomorrow. I'm probably gonna watch Mecha Sex Out Model again, the second episode tomorrow, and I'll watch that on here with you guys. Unfortunately, I can't show it on the screen unless I get a capture card, but yeah, like, love that show so far. Maybe we'll play another game tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of want to catch up on games that I touched but didn't finish. You know what I mean? But I hope you guys have a great night or morning. Technically, it's 5 a.m. And I will see you guys another time. HonesTay out. Man, I'm tired. God dang. No one else tired? I'm tired. And I've been at this computer all day. I've been at this computer all motherfucking day. Like, ugh, Lord. Was I even really productive today? I did like one voice audition, I think. Yeah, I did like one voice audition. I don't know. I'm gonna be getting cast in an audio drama soon. So that